And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back here on a Tuesday night. Something a little bit different going on here tonight. We actually took on a broadcast for another company just for one night to kind of help them out. The guy was not able to make it tonight. They asked me if I wanted to come in and sub for him. Here we are. It's Smoky Mountain Grassroots Dirt Series. Dirt late models are running tonight. They run dirt late models and 305 sprint cars on alternating weeks. So next week when they go live, they'll be running 305 sprint cars. But tonight, we're coming at you live from Bristol Motor Speedway with the dirt on it, of course. We're going to have heat racing. We're going to have a 40-lap feature event here tonight. About 2.5 minutes left to go here in practice. And you got Samuel Lawson in the 44, top of the board with a 15.45. We're taking a look at the number 39 of Trevor Notke. He is sitting third on the charts right now with a 15.59. Go to the 69 of Christopher Cash, 15.61, fourth on the board right now. 2 minutes left to go here in practice at Bristol Motor Speedway. Thank you all for tuning in. Remember, Tanner is live also on the channel doing the typical tour modifieds on Tuesday nights. So make sure you guys go show him some love and like the video over there as well. Just a one-off little stream for us here tonight. Should be a quick one. We're going to have some heat races. Going to go into a 40-lap feature, as I said. In just a minute here, we're going to be heading down trackside for pre-race ceremonies. So don't go anywhere. Stick around. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting word from race control. It is time to head down trackside. So if you could please rise and remove your hats for tonight's national anthem. And thank you very much, Joshua Rutherford, for a great rendition of our national anthem. If you could, ladies and gentlemen, please go check out Mulligan Music Productions over on YouTube. We're into qualifying right now, everybody. Joshua Notke goes fastest with a 15.76. We're taking a look at the 13M of Gary Mansberger, currently sixth on the board. Now, everybody's out there setting their qualifying times. Everybody trying to get out there while the track is tacky. You see PJ Popham, I believe is how you pronounce his last name. If not PJ, I apologize. 15.74, going to go quick time top of the boards in that number 2 machine. Looking for somebody who's still out on track. It's Christopher Cash in the number 69. Currently Currently 13th with a 16.49 out of turn number 4 and across the line. Finish up his second lap. Gonna improve a little bit, but not much. 16.19. Gonna stay 13th on the board. So you see times rolled in rather quickly, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody wasting time here tonight at Bristol to get out there and get a lap set. Dustin Lamb's out there. Just set his time, 17.07. Andrew Adams, the number 14, showing 024 on the car. I believe that's what that is. He ran a 16.03, currently 11th on the charts. But it looks like everybody who wanted to take a time already has. So everybody getting ready to go here tonight at Bristol. Going to be down in the pits making some final adjustments on those race cars, getting them ready for the heat race. We got the number 18 out on track, but showing 14 on the car. That's Christian Roos. First lap was a 15.80, good enough for 6th position on the board. Across the line there for Christian. Second lap, 15.80. Going to hang on to 6th. About a minute and a half left to go here in qualifying. Once we finish up this minute of qualifying, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be heading into heat race number 1. So don't go anywhere. There we go. That wraps up qualifying. Looks like PJ Popham going to take pole position here tonight. Trevor Notke in second. So let's go ahead and go down our grid for heat race number 1. Rance Llewellyn going to be starting on the pole for heat race number 1. He's going to have Chinruz, who is outside in second. Zach Bremer is going to be starting in third, with Gary Mansberger starting in fourth. Peyton Jernigan is going to be starting 5th, with Joe Amarant starting 6th. Dustin Lamb back there in 7th, with Michael Elridge starting in 8th. We're going to have a little bit longer of a grid time here, ladies and gentlemen. One car not making it out to the grid. Sun's starting to go down here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Track looks pretty tacky. It's going to be a low-line racetrack until they start to slick off that bottom groove, and then it's going to start to migrate up top. That's at least what I was hearing from a couple of the drivers before the race. I apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. Clicked the wrong program on my end. Trying to get timing and scoring pulled back up here. Getting ready to go for heat race number 1. It's like they're going to start rolling off here momentarily. All right, here we go. So it's going to be Rance Llewellyn in the number 33. He's going to have Christian Roos to his outside. Going to go ahead and get 2 pace laps in here before we get the green flag. 8 laps for heat race number 1. Let me know who you have your money on out in the chat tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So it looks like next week, ladies and gentlemen, same time for these guys on a different network. They're going to be on the 305s at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time at Port Royal. So make sure you guys check that out as well. And thank you all for tuning in to True Sim Productions here tonight for the one-off broadcast of Smoky Mountain Grassroots Dirt Late Model Series. We're going to fire them off here. Green flag is out in the air. Side-by-side battle for the race lead right now as they head into turns 1 and 2. Llewellyn going to slide up in front of Roos. Take away the top position. Roos hanging on to second. Zach Bremer runs third. Side-by-side back. Here's the 24 and the 13M. They single file out rather quickly. You see everybody starting to go to the bottom side of the racetrack here. Almost a battle for second here as Bremer took a peek to the inside of Roos, but not able to get there. 6 laps to go here in heat race number 1. To the inside, the 24 of Zach Bremer, side by side down into turns 3 and 4. Almost a little bit of contact there. 14 is going to get shuffled up out of the groove. Now has to fight Gary Mansberger there, trying to hang on to that third position. As Llewellyn starts to pull away, it's about a second gap over the 24 of Bremer right now. Christian Roos runs third. Gary Mansberger now 4th, but up to the top side of the racetrack is Peyton Jarnigan and the other 24. 3 laps to go in heat race number 1. They single file it back out once again. It's still all Llewellyn up at the front of the field. Bremer runs second. Roos in third. Here comes that 13 Emma Mansberger. Almost a little bit of rear end contact there as they come off turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, he has to gather it back up, trying to hold that position off from Peyton Jarnigan, who is in 5th. Going to go to the top side of the racetrack right now as we're on the final lap of heat race number 1. The 24 to the top side of the racetrack. Down the back straightaway, they're going to be side by side as we head into turns 3 and 4. Out of turn 4 this time is going to be checkered flag. Who's going to get that 4th position? 13M slides up in front of the 24. He's going to be able to hang on to it, but it is Rance Llewellyn taking home heat race number 1. Zach Bremer in 2nd. Christian Roos in 3rd. Gary Mansberger 4th. We're just going to run right into heat race number 2, ladies and gentlemen. We are not waiting here tonight. Starting on the pole for heat race number 2 is going to be Stephen Perkins in that number 11. He's going to have Jason Haynes to his outside in second. Samuel Lawson, the governor, going to be starting in third with Taylor Adams rolling off in fourth. Andrew Adams is going to be starting in fifth position with Christopher Cash starting in sixth. And then Mark Ouellette is going to be starting in seventh to round out heat race number 2. Another driver not able to make it to the grid here for the heat race number 2. That's going to be 83 of Mark Ouellette. Great first heat race. Let's see what these guys can do here in heat race number 2. I believe this is going to be all the heat races. I'm not 100% sure. I think we'll have one more. I didn't get a count of how many late models we had here tonight. Six drivers going to be taking on heat race number 2. Stephen Perkins, Jason Haynes on the front row. Samuel Lawson, Andrew Adams going to be on row 2. Drivers getting ready to go here in turns 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, green flag in the air. We're racing here for heat race number 2, 8 laps to go. Perkins going to go down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Haynes going to hang on up top and take the race lead away in turns 1 and 2. Great move by the number 66. Here comes Samuel Lawson, going to try and take over that second position as he looks to the outside coming out of turn number 4. Back down into 1 and 2. You see Perkins getting a little bit more sideways than everybody else. Good run on the 66 though. Going to take a peek to the outside, not able to get there. Out of turn number 4, going to be 6 laps to go here in heat race number 2. Side by side for the race lead. Back into turns 1 and 2 we go. Haynes hanging on up top. Perkins had the fastest lap of the heat race right there. Looks like that car is pushing a little tight though, that number 11. Oh, one into the outside wall. It's going to collect Sam Lawson and Perkins. Oh, Lawson, big hit. Nobody checking up for this one. That hands the lead over to Andrew Adams with 5 laps to go. No cautions in this heat race, ladies and gentlemen. However, we can go back and get your replay. Looks like the 66 comes up, gets into the outside wall, collects the 11 and the 44. I tell you what, Sam Lawson went for a ride here. Let's check it out one more time. It's hit right there, flips, and then gets hit right there. So these drivers trying to get a good heat race finishing position are now going to have to start near the rear of the field in the feature. As 2 to go here for Andrew Adams. He's catching up to Lawson. Lawson at least going to be able to hang on to 4. 3 other drivers are out of the race. White flag in the air this time by for Andrew Adams. Going to go to the bottom of Sam Lawson right here. Going to try and slide up in front of him here in turns 3 and 4. But out of turn number 4, after a wild heat race, it is going to be Andrew Adams taking home the win. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the last heat. We are heading into the warm-up right now. Quick little 3-minute warm-up. Drivers are going to be able to make some last-minute adjustments to those dirt late models. Get them ready to go here for this 40-lap feature at Bristol Motor Speedway on the dirt. Hope y'all are excited because I am as well. We're going to have to see a couple of drivers make their way up through the field, and it's going to be pretty interesting to watch. So far in the warm-up, that 39 looks fast, but as I say that, Llewellyn, winner of heat race number 1, 16.51, fastest car out on the track right now, but PJ Popham, he answers right back with a 16.48, so they got these cars dialed in. Should make for a good feature race tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And here's the biggest thing after those heat races, the track is already starting to slick off. Drivers are going to be facing that all night long, especially on corner entry. We saw it right there going into 3 and 4, watching the 33. Just see that shiny spot right in the middle of the track. He's already starting to migrate up to the top side of the racetrack, so I'm wondering if that is going to be the dominant line here at the end of the evening. All right, that's going to wrap up the warm-up. Hopefully everybody's got their setups dialed in. It's time to go racing here at Bristol. But first, as always, ladies and gentlemen, we got to get through that grid. Starting on the pole here tonight is going to be PJ Popham. In that number 2 machine, he's going to have Trevor Notkeys, who's outside in second. Joshua Notkeys is going to be starting in third, with Rance Llewellyn starting in fourth. Andrew Adams going to be starting in 5th position, with Zach Bremer rolling off 6th. Christopher Cash is going to be starting in 7th, with Christian Ruse starting in 8th. Taylor Adams is going to be starting 9th, and Gary Mansberger, who is outside, in 10th. Samuel Lawson, the governor, is going to be starting in 11th, with Peyton Jernigan starting in 12th. Moving on down. 13th, we got Stephen Perkins in that number 11, with Joe Morant. I think it's Morant. He's in that number 13 car, going to be starting 14th. Jason Haynes starts 15th here tonight. Dustin Lamb goes outside in 16th. And the other 2 drivers, unfortunately, not making it to the grid here this evening. So 16 drivers, 40 laps. It's the Dirt Late Models here at Bristol. It's time to get it on. drivers making their way out of turn number 4. PJ fires them off, and we're underway. Not a good restart for the number 2. He's going to lose almost 2 spots going into 1 and 2. Side by side for the race lead. Almost a little bit of contact there as we come down the back straightaway for the first time. 33 of Llewellyn going to go to the bottom side of the racetrack. Try and look underneath that number 2 car as we come out of turn number 4. Right now, your leader, Trevor Notke, starting to pull away just a little bit. The number 2 of PJ Popham, he goes to the top side, loses that spot to Llewellyn. Here comes the number 24 of Zach Bremer to the inside of the number 2 coming out of turn number 4. They almost make a little bit of contact right there as we come to take lap number 3. Last time by, the 33 had the fastest lap of the race. He's going to try a slide job on the 39, not able to clear him. Side by side down the front straightaway we go, taking lap number 4, trying to slide up in front of that 39. He gets it now. New race leader, Rance Llewellyn in the 33. Bremer trying to make his way around the number 2, but look at the run PJ has coming off of turn number 4. Goes to the top side of the racetrack, trying to work his way around that number 39, but caution flag out on the speedway. Looks like we might have had some issues here in the back. Let's go back and see what happened. Oh, yeah. You know, it looks like the 14 there, he got way out of shape. Tried to catch it in 24. Just didn't really give him a whole lot of room right there. Got into the back of him, got him out of shape. He comes out, collects the 11. Unfortunately for the 14, he's gonna have some pretty heavy damage to the front of that super late, or that pro late model, sorry. Not super late models. Caution laps are not going to count here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So when you see timing and scoring do what it's doing now, that's just what it's got to do to keep up with the caution laps not counting. Make sure we have everybody in the correct running order. Right now, it's the number 33 of Rance Llewellyn up in the lead. He's got Trevor Notke right behind him. PJ Popham did not have a good start. Now sits in 3rd. Right behind him, you got Zach Bremer. Then you have Joshua Notke rounding out the top 5. Andrew Adams right behind him in 6th. Mansberger in that 13M running 7th. Samuel Lawson runs 8th. Taylor Adams 9th. Stephen Perkins rounds out the top 10. Has some right side damage to that number 11 too. Let's keep that in mind. The 14, after he kind of got shoved down into him, hit the right front side of that number 11 on that last caution. Drivers should be seeing the 2 to green or 1 to green here shortly. I believe they just got 2 to green. Oh, I lied. They're getting 2 to green right now. So how are we doing out there tonight, ladies and gentlemen? How is your week going so far? Thank you for tuning in to True Sim Productions here on a Tuesday night. Remember, Tanner is also live on the channel. We normally do not double book. However, we're just trying to help people out so they can get a broadcast in for their series as well. One-time thing. Make sure you go like Tanner's broadcast. Show him some love over there. I believe they are racing at North Wilkesboro in the Tour Modifieds. All right, we're going to re-rack them, restack them, fire them off one more time here coming out of turn number 4. This time going to be Rance Llewellyn and Trevor Notke on the front row. They got PJ Popham and Zach Bremer behind them on row 2. Joshua Naki and Andrew Adams there on row 3. Here we go. Pace truck pulls down into pit road, and the green flag is back out in the air. Big track for these dirt cars. Going to take them a little bit to get up to the speed. Oh, big move by the number 2. Tried to make a move to the inside of the 39. He wasn't having it. 3-4 wide down the back straightaway. One's going to go around in the back. It's the 88 of Taylor Adams. He keeps it straight. No caution on the raceway. Unbelievable. That checked everybody up. Sam Lawson trying to make a move right now, trying to go to the outside of, I believe that's Andrew Adams, trying to follow the number 2 of PJ Popham. Sits tight up here at the front, nose to tail. Zach Bremer managed to get around Notke there for second, now trying to run down Llewellyn. Oh! Popham puts the 39 up into the wall. Oh, that is definitely retaliatory right there. Tempers flaring already here tonight. 2 runs of 39 out of room twice. Yeah, I'm sorry, PJ, but you might want to go back and watch the replay on that one, bro. While I don't condone someone intentionally wrecking somebody, it looked like 39 was aiming for that guy. We're going to go back and see what happened, though, because that was, there's a lot going on right there. I think it all started back here. So this was that initial wreck that we thought was going to be a caution. And, you know, all that is just a classic case of guys not giving each other room right there. And we go here. Oh, Lawson. Oh, comes up into. Oh, Sam Lawson gets killed right there. We got to go back and see what happens. So he's trying to make a move right here, and he's coming up the racetrack, tries to give the 39 room, but 39's coming down the racetrack, gets into Lawson, and unfortunately nowhere for Adams to go. I believe that's Adams. Yes, it is Andrew Adams. And nowhere for him to go, and unfortunately just rips basically the whole front end off of that Pro late model for the number 44. Not a good way to start the race there, gentlemen. Still got 31 laps to go here at Bristol. Long way to go. Llewellyn's loving it. He's able to pull away every time we get a restart. He just gets into a rhythm and starts to pull away about a second after a couple of laps. 024 of Bremer, though, doing a good job up there. He moved up into second. However, kind of got that position from the 2 sliding up, getting into the 39 a little bit. As we saw, 39 not happy with the number 2. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, caution laps are not counting. And if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Live almost 7 days a week over here on True Sim Productions, new and upcoming broadcasting network, whatever you want to call us, channel, network. Learning day by day to make these broadcasts as realistic as we possibly can. Here we go. Going to re-rack them, restack them, fire them off one more time. Going to be coming back here to, I believe, lap number 9, number 10, probably 10. Timing and scoring messes with me all the time. We're on our second caution. Unfortunately, it looks like Notkey had to go to the rear of the field. Not sure what that one's about. Green flag back out in the air. Good launch there for Llewellyn. It's going to go back down into turns 1 and 2. We're going to be side by side for second. Here comes Stephen Perkins. He's going to lose a little bit of his momentum, though, as the 13M of Mansberger goes to the outside, and the 66 of Haynes trying to follow suit. Out of turn number 4 and across the line. Still going to be side by side up here for third place. The 11 of Perkins down on the bottom side of the racetrack. 13M of Mansberger up top. Great battle for the P2 position. Hearing some fenders being bent there in the back of the field. Hopefully everybody keeps it straight. It's a long way to go in this one. As Llewellyn just continuing to pull away right now. About a 7/10 gap over our second place car, the 24 of Zach Bremer. Mansberger trying to hold off Perkins. They almost make a little bit of contact there. Mansberger tries to go to the inside, kind of cut the nose off of that number 11 just a little bit. Lost his momentum, and now here comes the 66 of Jason Haynes. Haynes to the inside. Oh, they almost make contact right there coming out of turn number 4. And I tell you what, Haynes did a good job not getting in to the side of that 13M. Lost a lot of momentum and now is under pressure from that other 24 car. I'm sorry, that's a 13. That's Joshua Notkey, a 113. Mansberger starting to lose some ground here to Perkins. Perkins, now that he's gotten out ahead of these guys, starting to run down second place. This looks like maybe Chris Cash might have just had some issues here. Not sure what happened to Chris Cash. He's in pit road. PJ Popham, he's back in 11th, so not sure what happened with him either, but he's right behind the number 39. Now, these two have had a little history here tonight, so we are going to have to keep an eye on them. I don't see that 39 letting that 2 car around that easily. So it looks like our race leader is starting to work around some lap traffic a little bit here. That 33 of Llewellyn. Bremer's still trying to run him down. Go back and watch these two because they're still battling back here for the 10th position. Points are on the line, so every spot's going to matter. You see the 2 goes all the way up to the top side of the racetrack. Good run right here down the front straightaway. Slide job on the 39. Does not keep crossing back over. He does. Side by side down the front. Slide job back on the 2. This is a battle for 10th, ladies and gentlemen. Good racing. 39 not giving him any room. Crosses him back over. Trying to get a run right here, but I think the 2's going to have the spot. He does. Let's go check on our race leader again. Llewellyn, about 1.5 over this 24 car of Zach Bremer. We got 19 laps to go here. The main event, down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Still have Stephen Perkins running in third. He's up 10 spots since the start of this race. Jason Haynes right behind him just made his way around the 13M of Gary Mansberger. And Peyton Jarnigan runs in 6th. He's about a second behind Mansberger. We got Notkey and Dustin Lamb fighting for position back here. It's a battle for 7th. That's Joshua Notkey in the 113. So gap starting to shrink just a little bit. Was 1.7, now down to 1.2. However, the leader's kind of running identical lap times right now. PJ starting to make up some ground on Andrew Adams here. Notkey has some damage there on the left front. Wondering if that's hurting that dirt late model right now. Got the 33 of Llewellyn working his way around some lap traffic right now. And I tell you what, just looks like he's on rails here tonight. That car's not getting too sideways. He's keeping it pinned right down on the bottom side of the racetrack. I think Bremer might have figured that out because he's running the same line as that number 33. Looks like he's getting a little too sideways there on exit. They're still running pretty identical lap times right now with 13 laps to go. We got a battle heating up back here for third. That's the 66 of Haynes on the top side of the racetrack, trying to get a run on the number 11 of Stephen Perkins. Must have gotten to the wall a little bit right there. Out of the camera angle was the 66. Lost a little bit of momentum. Gonna have to build it back up and try to get back to the rear bumper of that number 11. Up front, though, it is still all Rance Llewellyn. Made the move early on the start, and has not looked back ever since. However, Perkins and Bremer are coming. But if they start racing each other, that's going to allow Llewellyn to start pulling away a little bit more. Gap down to about a second. Now under a second right now for the number 24. These guys can just be a little bit patient here. You got 10 laps to go. You both might be able to race for the win. We're going to see what they decide to do here. That 11 really trying to make a run on the inside of the 24 here with 9 to go. You see Haynes working the top side of the racetrack right now. He's getting really good runs off the corner. The 11 going to the top side. Perkins up top. Puts Bremer down low. Good run off of 4 right here. Oh, he's going to bounce off the wall just a little bit right there, but he's able to keep that momentum up. They're still side by side for second. And as I said, they're starting to race each other. They're starting to lose time to that number 33. Perkins makes his way around the number 24 of Bremer. Now Bremer under pressure from the 66 of Jason Haynes. 6 laps to go. Llewellyn 1.3 seconds over Stephen Perkins. Does Perkins have enough time? A little wiggle there out of Bremer. That allows Haynes to go to the inside, side-by-side battle here for third. Haynes with a slide job on the 24 of Bremer. Gets up into the outside wall. Oh, he's going to cross him over. They get into each other. They're going to spin. Caution flag's going to come out with 5 laps to go. We'll go back and get a replay on that. You see the slide job there. Then Haynes gets into the wall right here. Pulls it off right there. Yeah, it's hard to tell. I think Bremer probably could have left him a little bit more room up top. However, it looks like the 66 does pull it off of the wall right there. Hard to say who you could really put fault on for that one. I'd say the 66 just because he got into the wall, pulled it off, but that's race control's job. We let the chat decide here on True Sim Productions, so if you're new, go ahead and put in the chat who you think's fault it was. We'll get another replay on it, of course. So there's the slide job, gets into the wall, and boom, right there. Unfortunately, heavy damage to both of these race cars, but that is going to allow a restack up. Can Perkins do something here on these last 5 laps? You got Mansberger back there. You got Peyton Jarnigan back there. Joshua Naki, PJ Popham. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, when this race is over, don't forget to head on over to our channel and check out Tanner's live broadcast right now. He is streaming Tour Modifieds at North Wilkesboro. So make sure you guys go show him some love. Like the video, subscribe to our channel for more broadcasting content. So Llewellyn was doing really good right there, keeping that pace. Lost it a little bit, changed up his line, started pulling away when those guys started racing each other. He's gonna have to put 5 clean laps down here to take home a win in the Smoky Mountain Grassroots Dirt Series. Remember, we are under 10 to go, so it is going to be a single file restart. So Perkins is going to really have to be on his game right here. He's going to have to time it just right to be able to to get a good run on this number 33 of Llewellyn. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Who is your money on? We got 5 laps to get it done. Green flag back out on the air. Good launch for the number 33. The 11 might have been sleeping just a little bit. He's going to have to build that momentum up, and he's got 4 laps to do it. Three more times around Bristol Motor Speedway on the dirt, and Llewellyn has a 0.7-second gap over the number 11 of Perkins. Out of turn number 4, Popsicle 6 in the air, 2 laps to go. Perkins trying to make a run. I don't think he's going to have enough time to try anything here. Oh, but we're going to get a caution with 2 laps to go. Oh, the 33 was coming to the line. What happened back here? Oh, Naki. Sam Lawson getting involved. Man, there was a lot going on here. So they come off the corner, and right there, you can tell a 39's trying not to get in to anybody, gets into the 24, but then comes down like the 24's not there. Oh, man, Christian Roos having a bad night tonight, getting involved with this one as well. I don't know. We'll let race control decide that one, ladies and gentlemen. There was a lot going on right there. Sam Lawson involved in another one here tonight. This isn't what the number 33 wanted to see. He was coming out of 4 looking at the white flag, but unfortunately, I'm gonna have to fire him off one more time for him here tonight. Waiting for the track crews to get that cleaned up on the front stretch there. See these guys getting their tires, trying to keep heating them tires, but also trying to make sure they don't get too hot. Got a 2-lap shootout. I don't think anybody's going to be lifting on this one. iRacing just loves to make us pace around the track, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you what, these drivers are itching to go, and I know we're itching to see the finish of this thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It's time to get rolling. Llewellyn fires them off. We got 2 laps to go. Can Perkins do anything with it? Not the start he wanted. Here comes Jarnigan trying to slide up in front of the 13. Can't make it happen. White flag in the air for Llewellyn. One more time around Bristol Motor Speedway. Perkins is not going to be able to get there. Here comes Bremer trying to get a top 3. I don't think he's going to be able to get there. Out of turn number 4, across the line is going to be Rance Llewellyn taking home the win. Stephen Perkins finishes second. Mansberger gets third, so good run out of those guys, especially since Perkins, he jumped up 11 spots. Bremer finishes 4th. Whoops. Wrong ticker. Oh man, that's great. So it looks like we got Rance out in chat. Waiting for the other drivers to go ahead and jump in Discord here. I want to get 3rd, 2nd, and 1st in that order. Go ahead and jump to Mansberger here, P3. Let's see if we can't talk to the 13M of Gary Mansberger. He's jumping out of the car right now. 3rd place for you tonight, Gary. You started back there, had to work your way up through the field. You gained 7 spots here tonight. Kind of walk me through a race and how you managed to pull off 3rd. Okay. Guess he wasn't ready to be interviewed. Well, you're getting skipped over if that's the case. Gotta be ready for them interviews, guys. Well, let's try Stephen Perkins in the number 11. Let's try and talk to him here in 2nd place tonight. Stephen, you came up 11 spots tonight to bring it home P2. Not a couple good restarts there for you. What could you have done differently to catch that number 33?
Oh man, I was trying everything on those restarts. I really don't know. I mean, I tried going low. I thought maybe there was a little bit down there, but there just wasn't enough. It was all pretty much one lane at the end of the race, so
well, you still managed to come up 11 spots to finish 2nd. It's a good points night for you. You got to be happy about that.
Oh yeah, I was pretty upset in the heat race, getting crashed out like that, and I was like, well, there goes my night. But I was able to pick up where I left off and just drive through the front and be patient, and hey, it worked out pretty good for me.
Well, P2 here tonight, man, at Bristol. We're going to Port Royal next week for the 305 sprints. We hope to see you there. But before I let you go, who you got to thank on that number 11?
I want to thank my wife and my son and Eric Dean. They're all plastered all over my car, so I just can't thank them enough.
All right, man. Well, hey, again, congratulations on 2nd place, and we'll hope to see you next week.
Yep, thank you.
So that was your 2nd place finisher, Stephen Perkins, up 11 spots this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Great run out of that number 11. Heard him not happy with his heat finishing position. However, managed to drive that number 11 back up into 2nd. So let's go ahead and talk to our race winner. That's the number 33 of Rance Llewellyn. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But you come home with the win here tonight. You made a big move there on the start to get yourself up in a lead and kind of never looked back. Kind of walk me through your race tonight, man.
Yeah, it was it was wild there at the beginning. I knew I had to take the lead and get the lead as soon as I could because I knew Trevor and PJ, they were fast, and I've seen them struggle on the start there, and I took advantage of it because I knew the bottom was quicker and they were running the top, and the bottom was quicker, so I just stayed on the bottom and worked my way around them.
So what was the overall line tonight? Because I did kind of watch you most of the night. You were moving from the bottom up to the top to the middle. Where did you feel like the car was most comfortable at?
Well, probably all the way until halfway, maybe a little further. It was bottom dominant. I mean, track was, I mean, if you weren't on the bottom, I don't know what you were doing. But after that, I seen the guy in second jump up behind me, up on the top, and I was like, maybe I should try that. So I was losing time, and I needed to find something else different to do. So I jumped up to the top and actually started pulling on him just a little bit, and then I just hung out there on the top those last few laps.
Well, man, you come home with a race win here tonight. Like I said, you had a great initial start to get yourself up there. Pretty much led almost all the laps here tonight. Taking home a win. Who you got to thank on number 33 for making it all happen?
Yeah, I got to thank Orlando Outlaws, Glitch Energy Drinks, DSR Consulting, Greg Racing, Case Tractor, 789 Designs, and Lucas Oil.
All right, man. Hey, congratulations on your win here tonight at Bristol, and we hope to see you next week.
Thank you.
And that was Rance Llewellyn, driver the number 33, taking home the win tonight. Unfortunately, not seeing our third place finisher in the Discord any longer. So I guess that's going to wrap it up for us here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and get your feature results up on your screen. And with that being said, that's going to do it, at least for me here on True Sim Productions. Before you leave our channel, make sure you go check out Tanner's broadcast. They're streaming as well. Only probably the one time you're going to see us double live like this, but go make sure you check out his stream. Give it a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. There's great content going on over here every day of the week, so don't miss out on it. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sam Baumgarten, and we will see you in the next one. Have a good one, everybody.